and we're going to switch gears to our weather.
Let's turn now to the forecast with 7 First Alert meteorologist Hallie Vogel. Hallie, I would much prefer the snow over ice. It was brutal.
Absolutely. So it's really tricky when we have the ice, especially with the temperatures a little bit on the colder side. But the good news is that we're done with the event, so to speak, and things are improving through the afternoon.
Well, does that mean that we're in the clear?
Yes, we are looking good for now, but the weekend, yes, we're going to have to look ahead to the weekend to see more snow on the way. But you can see things have quieted down, and we take this live look over Mount Clemens at this point. A lot of cloud cover around as we get into the early afternoon, but those clouds may even break for some partial sunshine at times. What we will be tracking for the coming days, the cold. So we are talking about, let's get to that graphic. We are talking about the cold coming in tonight. So teens for temperatures, wind chills in the single digits, and then tracking that weekend storm. So a winter storm coming, bringing accumulating snow. I'll let you know how much we're expecting in a few moments. 32 degrees and overcast right now downtown, a west wind at 12 miles per hour. We always factor in the wind this time of the year. It feels more like 23 degrees, so there is that wind chill factor, even though our temperatures are cooperating and we're getting some melting out there. And you can see just a few holes in the overcast from time to time as you look at this satellite and radar loop. But the good news is we're not looking at any moisture. Again, just a mess this morning. 31 degrees, 21 is your wind chill in Howe. We move over to Detroit, 32 and 23 as we mentioned, and matching that is in Mount Clemens, 32 degrees in Port Huron. Your wind chill is at 24 degrees. We talk about the temperature change, and we're thankful that the temperatures are up. The problem is when we had that warmer air aloft, it came down as rain and it froze as freezing rain on surfaces. So it complicates things. So it's kind of a trade-off. But overall, temperatures about 10 degrees milder when we compare it to this time yesterday. We're getting that west to southwest wind. It's mainly going to be a west wind though through the afternoon. 23-mile-per-hour gusts in Howe, but up to 30 in Jackson. And we're seeing a wind gust of 23 in Windsor. This will become more frequent too as we get through the afternoon into the evening. So we'll continue to see these winds sustained at about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and then some higher gusts up to 35, even close to 40 as we get into the evening and part of the overnight. So it is going to be quite windy at times. And it does a number on our wind chill. So we're going to stay in the low 20s with our wind chills once we get into the evening, even though our temperatures will still be above freezing. Hour by hour forecast shows some quieter conditions for tomorrow. We get a nice break, and then we get into the weekend on Saturday. We'll likely see some snow showers developing toward the mid and late morning. This will pick up in intensity through the afternoon and evening. We are talking about accumulating snow for Saturday going into early Sunday. At one point, we were thinking maybe some freezing rain. At this point now, it looks like it stays very close to our south. We'll keep an eye on it along the border there, especially through Lenawee and Monroe counties. But right now, we'll keep it as snow. It lifts away through the morning on Sunday. Then most of the day on Sunday, we're just going to be shoveling the snow, but it doesn't look like any more will fall. So we talk about snowfall amounts, and it looks like a good 2 to 4 inches across the area on Saturday into early Sunday. Could see 1 to 3, though, south of Detroit, so a little bit less in that direction. Temperatures today cooperating. We're in the mid-30s for highs, mostly cloudy, winds increasing through the afternoon. And because of those winds tomorrow, that cold front's going to bring in that colder air. We're going to stay in the 20s tomorrow. When I factor in the winds tomorrow, we're talking about single-digit wind chills to near 0 in the morning, and then only teens for the afternoon. So remember that. It is going to be quite cold for your Friday. Saturday, we'll focus our attention on that brewing winter storm and kind of shoveling on Sunday, but things do look quiet thereafter, just colder, highs in the 20s.